My name is Pamela Vanderberg. I'm from Brighton, and I'm a former teacher from ENSS in Brighton. One of the things I want to talk to you about today is the nomination candidate, Jeff Kawzenuk. So what do we look for in a leader? What do we value and feel inspired by? And what do we want and expect in our politicians? These are questions that I ponder, and I think many of us do too. I will share with you my experience with working with Jeff Kawzenuk, and you will see the steady, dependable, and passionate guy that he really is. As a teacher of Indigenous Studies at ENSS, I also led students on international trips overseas. The year was 2011, and we were headed to Egypt. However, the Canadian government deemed it unsafe, and so I was forced to change the destination. I chose Japan. Japan is an amazing country, and our trip was unbelievable until the second day. In the afternoon of March 11, 2011, on the way to the anime district, in rush hour, the earthquake hit us. That same earthquake that hit the nuclear plant in Fukushima. It was 9 on the Richter scale, and it was frightening. It shut the entire city of Tokyo down, with extensive damage to buildings, roads, and their transportation system. Even the airport was closed. By day 5, in the middle of the night, I got a call. And the person on the other end said we had to get back to Tokyo within 24 hours. We needed to get out. So the dilemma was, it was 10 hours back by bus, but only 2 hours on the electric bullet train. Now, because of the continual electrical brownouts, Tokyo would not allow us to go on the train. I immediately called Jeff and said to him, "Jeff, you've got to get us on that train." I don't know who he called or who he talked to, but he must have moved mountains, because by the next morning, we were on that bullet train and back in Tokyo with 2 hours. Now, the dilemma had been that if the Tokyo government allowed us to get on the train, that meant that they had to ensure that there was electricity enough for the train and that we wouldn't be stranded somewhere along the coast of Japan or stuck inside the remote doors. When we got to the train station, it was empty and no one was around but our group of 30 kids and 6 chaperones. We headed to the airport and boarded the plane and got back to Toronto. But it didn't stop there. When we landed, Jeff had friendly faces waiting for us. And again, when we got to ENSS in the middle of the night, he again had friendly faces there to meet us. And his vice principal, Charlotte, was there to welcome us home. So Jeff is the kind of individual that has your back and makes you feel safe. His strength of character and ethics are the attributes politicians need to aspire to. Jeff has my support. Jeff is a community-directed individual. He knows everyone and has the knowledge and connections to get things done. I taught with Jeff in Port Hope, and he was my vice principal and principal in Brighton at ENSS. By voting for Jeff, he will enrich our community and make it stronger. He is very approachable and always willing to help. As a teacher, I could see his leadership skills in how he empowered his team. It's been a privilege and an honor to work with Jeff over the years, and he is a team player. If you don't know Jeff yet, you will, and you will like what you see.